I'm still bullish on FLOKI, and I still believe that during this bull run, it could hypothetically go to a $20 billion market cap. And of course, nothing I say is financial advice, nor a guarantee, but if you're wondering why I'm referring it in terms of market cap and not the price, because it's easier in my opinion, and it doesn't confuse people. But if you want to take a look at the price, I do show it on the screen. But besides that, I think that FLOKI is one of the greatest meme coins of all time. And the reason why is because in terms of its use case, it's very diverse. It's very different from your stereotypical Kaka meme coin that's basically useless. That's not the case. Because, for instance, FLOKI, it's focused on blockchain gaming through something called Valhalla. And that's amazing. Also, it's focused on DeFi, aka decentralized finance, through something called FLOKiFi. So that's a great touch. And also on top of that, they're even focused on cards, prepaid cards, and even crypto education as well. This is how amazing FLOKI is. But there's actually more because it's even focused on NFTs as well. Now, with that being said, though, a lot of people out there, they like to say that, yeah, NFTs are done, it's trash, but I disagree. According to Grand View Research, the NFT market is predicted to be worth over $200 billion by 2030. So when it comes to NFTs, does it only revolve around Bored Apes or, mutant apes? No, right? I think there's a better future ahead. And this is a great touch, again, when it comes to FLOKI. Now, here's the cherry on top for me. When it comes to FLOKI, it's even focused on charitable giving as well. And I'm not joking. Quite a while ago, it was noted how FLOKI completed a monumental school project in the country of Nigeria. Nigeria is a very amazing country. So the fact that they actually did this to Nigeria, I think this is so amazing. And it really warms my heart. FLOKI is projecting good vibes, good energy out there. And man, I love that. Nigerian food is awesome and FLOKI is awesome. So yeah, you put the two and two together. It's pretty much fantastic. Now, before anyone accuses me of jumping on the bandwagon when it comes to FLOKI, that's not true. You watch one of my earliest videos ever on YouTube. It's actually about FLOKI. I was playing Valhalla. I mean, could you imagine that? I was talking about FLOKI back in 2022, but even before I started making videos, I already believed in FLOKI. I've been acquiring FLOKI ever since 2021. So could you imagine that? When FLOKI was down over 90%, everyone was saying it's trash, it's caca. Then what happened? FLOKI did nearly a 30x. Then everyone said, wow, you're a genius. Now it's having a pullback, but I'm still not giving up because I believe that better days are still ahead. But besides that point, when you take a look at FLOKI, it's clearly been evolving. Now, what do I mean by this? Because quite essentially, it has a sister project. That's what a lot of people like to call it. And that is something called TokenFi. Now, if we take a look at TokenFi, more specifically, it gives users all they need to create a token or tokenize real-world assets without even writing a line of code. This is amazing. I mean, they're simplifying this process by a whole lot. I mean, come on, right? This is the genius of them. Now, TokenFi does have its own token. And while that I think is good on its own right, I'm not really bullish on that. I'm more bullish on FLOKI, but I just still wanted to mention this nonetheless because it's a great touch. I mean, come on. A lot of other meme coins out there, they do experience growth, but many of them, they're lazy. They're too complacent. They're just boring, man. But when it comes to FLOKI, that's clearly not the case. They keep developing, and man, I really can't wait what the future has in store. A lot of other meme coins out there, it feels like they're only going to be around for a couple of years. It really does give off that vibe. But when it comes to FLOKI, with a use case this diverse and this amazing, I feel like it's going to be around for years. If something like SHIB and Doge can survive for years, I mean, come on. I think FLOKI is going to dwarf that. I think FLOKI is going to be around for a very long time. At least that's just the way I view it. So a $20 billion market cap really isn't crazy. You got to think about this, right? We've seen SHIB reach around $40 billion in market cap. We've also seen Doge reach over $80 billion in market cap. I mean, this is like peanuts in the grand scheme of things, at $20 billion. This is like only around half a SHIB. I mean, this isn't even half of Doge. In my opinion, FLOKI is just a lot better than Doge or SHIB. For every sequel, there's a trilogy. We take a look at Doge. Now, I would say that the sequel is SHIB, but of course, the trilogy is something like FLOKI, in my opinion, because it only makes sense. Right? We take a look at Doge, dog theme meme coin, SHIB, another dog theme meme coin. Come on, FLOKI should be the third amazing meme coin. At least that's the way I view it. And also take this into consideration, right? I'm not saying that this is going to happen like tomorrow in the next 2 weeks or whatever, because usually that's not how it works. Typically, altcoins, they peak anywhere between a year and a half to half a year after a Bitcoin halving event. Now, if the Bitcoin halving event we consider happened back in April, that's altcoins potentially peaking anywhere between October this year to October next year. So there's still some time there, but I really don't mind. If it happens early, great, party time for me. even though I would already arguably say that it's already party time for FLOKI because I've been holding quite essentially since the beginning. But besides that point, we also take a look at if it happens later, let's say worst case October next year. I really don't mind because if anything, more time for me to accumulate FLOKI. So either way, I think it's a win-win situation, not financial advice. I can only speak on my behalf, but that's why I'm staying patient. Now again, some people may think that $20 billion market cap is too much, but you have to also take this into consideration. According to Crypto.com research, there's currently over 600 million crypto owners. Could you imagine that? Back in the peak of the 2021 bull run, there was roughly only around 300 million crypto owners. So now, we basically have doubled that amount. If 2021 already looked that impressive, imagine this time around with this many new crypto owners. The FOMO, the buying pressure, the buying volume, it's going to be insane. So I really can't wait. I think that the sky's the limit for something like FLOKI during this bull run. And also on top of that, you take a look at the bullish sentiment for Bitcoin. You take a look at the Bitcoin ETF, the amount of hype, or should I say retail hype for Bitcoin, and also the institutional adoption when it comes to Bitcoin. So I think Bitcoin is poised for great heights. I would be so shocked if Bitcoin doesn't at least go to the price of $150,000 during this bull run. I really would. When there's that many bullish factors going on for it, I really don't see why not. And of course, if Bitcoin does reach those heights, naturally, altcoins, they also should go along with the ride. And I think at that point, FLOKI at a $20 billion market cap, not crazy at all. And ever since 2021, my strategy has always stayed the same. I'm not day trading, I'm not using leverage, I'm not swing trading. What I'm doing is I'm dollar cost averaging. So anytime I earn income, I'm acquiring, I'm holding, and I'm just waiting. That's it. Dollar cost averaging, it's king for me, and that's what I stand by. And I'm going to continue to do that because I think better days are still ahead. And again, FLOKI at a $20 billion market cap during this bull run, I don't see why not. I think it's a very amazing meme coin, and I think that this bull run could be that fantastic. And make sure to subscribe if you gain value from this video. I'd greatly appreciate it. It's been Lee the Captain, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. I'm out. Peace. Bye.